hate the way you slurp your tea.
Well, Autumn started doing it as well, so you've got two
Oh,
people to live with now.
you just can fucking move out. I'm done with that.
Is it
Horrible.
is it working?
Yeah, it is working pretty much. I'm just making sure we've got it at the right distance. You've got it at the right distance away, and I'm just making sure that I do. Yeah, I think I do. Okay, cool. All right. Hello. Welcome back to A Drunk History of Middle Earth. I'm Chris, and I'm joined by my wife Rebecca.
Hello.
I've just said I've done the sound levels fine, and you decide to clip by doing that, you bastard.
Hello.
I'm starting to feel like that chocolate rain guy, because every time I've got to take a breath, I've got to look away from
You
the
don't
microphone.
know.
You don't do the editing. You don't see the work I put into this. Anyway, how's your week been?
It's been good, yeah. We've had lots of lovely new words from Autumn, like shadow
Yeah.
and Cheryl,
Yeah. Oh.
which is crazy. But yeah, it's been a decent week. Very wholesome family things, really, hasn't it? I mean, we've not really. I don't feel like me and you have spent quality time
No.
together, but as a family,
Yeah, it's weird. As a family, yeah, fine,
yeah.
mint. As a couple, we're in fucking dire straits. It's fucking tragic.
I think that's a bit dramatic. Like,
York was mint. Like, York was really good. We talked about it last week. I went to York and that was good. Can you laugh quieter, please? You're fucking up my sound levels. But yes, York was fantastic. I then went out on Friday night. I went to Lane 7 in Newcastle, like karaoke.
I think everyone knows from all the crap you posted.
Well, I was gonna come on to that. So I was really drunk Friday. I was out with some of the local dads. Took the local dads out on the town.
Dads.
Yeah, and we got a karaoke bar. We played pool. We played beer pong. It was good, but I thought it was a really good idea to post on the Instagram story just innocuous things from the night, but overlay them with like Lord of the Rings facts, and I thought I was fucking class.
And that was the only way I knew what he was doing or how he was doing.
Do you know what's weird? I've never seen you pop up on me watching any of the stories.
Ah, well.
Well, you probably shouldn't be admitting to your husband you have a burner
Now
account.
you do.
But then again, I don't really.
I don't have a burner account. I can't like anything.
I don't look at who watches the stories, to be honest, and I especially didn't look at who watched the stories after Friday. Woke up on Saturday, I was fucking hanging. For Americans, that means I was hungover, man. Hungover, man. Hungover. That's an Aliens
I
reference.
wonder what the slang is in America for like.
Yeah, do you have like hanging out of your ass?
Or like, I'm trying to think of other things that we say.
There's loads of British slang stuff. Someone messaged me.
No, but I mean in terms of drinking and like being hungover.
No, someone messaged me the other day and I said, "Oh, nee bosh pal," and he was like, "What? What does that mean?" I was like, "All right, sorry." Colloquialism.
Steaming.
Or steaming drunk. I think Americans use steaming drunk. I thought they did.
Who knows? We'll have to. I'm gonna have a think for next week. I'm gonna have a think of some British slang.
Let's be real, you're not, are you?
It's gonna be more like northeastern slang though.
Can you think of any other hangover type things? Drunk slang.
I'll have to think for next week. I think
you'll definitely have to think of how drunk you'd have to be to deal with some of the people we're going to talk about today, because the last episode was really law heavy. Like, and you were saying just before we started recording, dragons was exhausting. It was exhausting to research and it was exhausting to talk about, right? So I thought we'd go a little bit. Oh, I gave you a choice actually, didn't I? Like, I caught you at the top of the stairs before you went to work, like yesterday, and I was like, oh, tomorrow we can either do Ungoliant and the Spiders, or we can do Fuck, Marry, Kill. You're like, fuck, marry, kill. Straight, you didn't even hesitate. He was like, fuck, marry, kill.
I'm sorry, but there's just no decision there. I don't know why you even asked.
I don't even know why I suggested
was exhausted after Dragons.
Yeah,
so
same.
I'm going to go for the easiest option.
Right, well,
now I can speak from the heart.
For any of the aliens that we now know definitely exist who are listening, Fuck, Marry, Kill is a game that I'm sure you've heard in many different versions. There's even a British telly show, isn't it, called like Snog, Marry, Avoid or something?
Yeah, I was going to say I've never heard it be called Fuck, Marry, Kill.
I've
only ever heard it as Snog, Marry, Avoid.
I think the first time I heard Fuck, Marry, Kill, I was like 10 and we were talking about like Fred, Shaggy and Scooby. Like, from obviously like Scooby Doo, and I think one of the
I
lads.
think everyone knows who Scooby is.
Yeah, well, there might be like people listening now who are young enough that the only thing they've known is like Velma, that horrible show that Mindy Kaling did.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, exactly. Dog shit. Except there's no dog in it.
You will, because your voice sounds funny.
I don't know.
You sound like you're really bored.
That's just depression. I'm just depressed. No, I'm not bored. I'm happy. I'm good. Anyway, right. Fuck, marry, kill. Snog, marry, avoid. Ding dong ditch. Knock your door, run. Whatever you call it, from wherever you're from, right? The rules are simple. You've got 3 people. You've got to make a choice. This is practicing your decision making. You've got to fuck one, marry one, kill one. There's someone who's got... The man is here. The man is making you do it.
So, are we starting with like a funny one first? Like a... Not even a Lord of the Rings one?
Oh, who do you have in mind?
Like just do a warm-up.
Well, if you've proposed it, do you have anyone in mind?
Right. So, we've got to do something that's very British.
Right.
But it's not kind of British, it's like part British, part Welsh.
All right.
Nessa.
Oh, from Gavin and Stacey.
Yeah.
Right.
Nessa, Stace, or Stacey's mum.
So these
Gwen.
Right. So these are all from a British TV show called Gavin and Stacey. Nessa is played by Ruth Jones, who co-wrote the show with James Corden, who was big in America. Fuck knows why. He was big in Britain as well, but that was just when he was fat.
But like normal big over here, wasn't he?
Yeah. But
we appreciate him.
And then Stacey is played by is it Joanna or Joanna something? It's like Joanna Lumley or something like that. Anyway, and I don't know who Gwen's played by. Becca can fact check that. But Gavin and Stacey is a comedy show over here, and right, these choices make themselves. I'd marry Gwen, I'd fuck Nessa, and I'd kill Stacey, hands down. And this is not the actress's fault, right? Ruth Jones wrote that show where her and James Corden as Smithy were they were the standout characters, but they were too interesting to be the main characters, obviously. And we've discussed this many times, haven't we? That Gavin and Stacey, they have to be the blandest fucking milk toast people to make it worth it. So right.
Sorry, I'm just dying, right? So you said Joanna Lumley, who I know who Joanna Lumley is.
Oh, is it?
It's that beautiful. She's a very beautiful older lady who does the travel shows, and she was like an actress. She was in Absolutely Fabulous. And so it's Joanna Page.
Oh right, yeah.
And Melanie Waters is Gwen. Gwen.
Fair enough, right.
My niece went to Greece, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
Right, we've got an international audience who are not going to understand this. And in fact, I imagine quite a lot of British people would not understand it past knowing what Gavin and Stacey was. This is a Lord of the Rings podcast. Now, in the interest of that, who would you fuck, marry, and kill out of those 3?
I would do exactly the same as you. I would marry Gwen because she makes a banging cheese omelette.
Hi.
I would fuck Nessa because she seems like she's really good in the sheets.
What do you mean seems? She's a complete freak in the show. She has a cape.
And I would kill Stacey because she's just an absolute nightmare of a person.
Yeah, fair dues. Right, so the rules are established. You've got to make a choice, and you've got to explain your choice.
Okay.
I've taken them as like categories, kind of. Like I've held them together. So we're going to jump into it. And the thought for the first one has been an easy one. We're going to go for women first. Because there's not a great deal of women in Lord of the Rings. The movie trilogies, but there was some in The Hobbit and some in... Enough that you can do this episode. But there's more women to choose from in like the wider Legendarium, but we haven't covered them with you yet.
Okay.
So it wouldn't make sense. So I've chose women that you would know.
Okay.
So, as you can see on here, anyone who's playing along at home, I'd grab your pictures because I've got pictures for Becca to show her. So just as a quick visual reference. So first round, right, we're going to go for women. Fuck, marry, kill. Rosie Cotton, the Hobbit, Sam's wife from the Shire. Toriel, the elf from the Hobbit movies who doesn't appear in any of the books, or Shelob, but it's Shelob from the Shadow of War games, where she can transform into a sexy goth woman.
Right.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Let's be honest.
Lesbian. Yeah, let's be honest.
I would. I'd marry the elf lady.
Toriel, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Bit of excitement. She just looks like a fun gal, and she's very pretty. I would fuck Shelob because everyone loves a goth girl.
Everyone loves a big titty goth girl.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Some of the
She
cosplayers
doesn't
of her.
really have big boobs on there.
No, she doesn't. A big titty goth girl. But yeah, some of the cosplayers of Shelob like that are fantastic.
And I'd bump off Rosie Cotton because
You bitch.
she's too plain Jane for me.
What the fuck?
I would be bored.
She's Hobbit Hole next door. That sounds horrible saying it like that.
Nah, you
She's-
like the girl next door. Look, I don't.
I do. Oh, do you not?
Nah, you've got to live
Oh.
dangerously.
It's a good job we don't have the same interest in women then, isn't it?
We wouldn't be competing with each other. And to be honest, sorry, you couldn't compete with me if I was into the other sex.
Oh, but I could.
No chance.
Well, actually, no. If we're going for women who like women, I probably wouldn't. Just be honest, you'd win that one 9 times out of 10. Aye. Fucking hell. Right. Fair enough. Right.
What about you?
Right. Ooh, this is interesting. Obviously, I'm gonna fuck Shelob. But I hope it's not one of those spiders that kills you afterwards.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Well,
but
actually,
it
they
would be
are.
worth it.
No, they are. What am I saying? I hope they're not. They are. She is that
Worth
kind of
it.
spider. Her and her mum would
You'd die
kill them.
happy.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. I'd come and go. I'd marry Rosie. I want that hobbitussie, and I'd kill Toriel, and I'd kill Toriel for a law reason. Elves who fall in love don't tend they like tend to mate for life. So if she wasn't into me, she'd never be into me. And just like I feel like I'm going on a serial killer line of thinking here. I'm never going to give her the chance to reject me because I'm going to kill her first. That sounded better in my head. That's not as dark as it appears. Anyway, shall we move on? Just while we're saying this though, feel free. I got a lot of people got involved in it, so I posted one the other day of Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli. Got quite a lot of messages back about people talking, saying which one to do and how it was a very hard choice. So as you're listening along, feel free to shoot me a message, shoot me an email, whatever. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I'm on email lotradhome@gmail.com.
MySpace.
I'm on MySpace. I've only got Tom.
Pixel.
I've only got Tom as a friend. You can find me hanging out in a lobby of a Habbo hotel.
Oh my! I love that.
But no, seriously, get in touch. Get in touch. Support the podcast however you can. Just give us a wee like, give us a share, give us a follow, whatever, and tell me who you'd fuck, marry, and kill. Right. Second round. This one might be a little bit harder. It's the men of Gondor. Oh, these men of Gondor.
The meaty men.
These men of Worth. These men of Numenor. So, fuck, marry, kill. Faramir. Denethor. Boromir.
I'm gonna say marry Boromir because I would have to fuck his brother Faramir because I just couldn't live with someone who was in the shadows of his brother and had those major hang-ups from his childhood. It just wouldn't be the vibes really.
Someone's displaying a fundamental lack of understanding of the story.
I just
But carry on. Do you remember that story we covered on the Smut episode about Boromir finding Faramir with a candle up his arse?
Yeah. I think I would have to marry Boromir. I mean, and just the actor who plays him in Lord of the Rings. Oof.
Sean Bean.
He can flick my Sean Bean.
It's disgusting. I bet you'd shout winter is coming as well, wouldn't you?
I really would.
Dirty bastard.
Yeah.
Fun fact, right?
We're talking about him being married to me, not fucking him. But I mean, we would obviously have a lot of sex.
Oh, you're marrying Boromir?
Yeah.
Who are you killing? You killing Faramir?
Faramir? No, I'm not. I'm marrying Boromir.
Marry Boromir, fuck Faramir,
Yeah.
kill Denethor.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Personally, you could have had a freebie there because Denethor will just end up killing himself. So
After munching very.
just tomatoes. Oh, I
Oh.
love the videos, but I hate watching them in the same way. It's like old Jeremy Kyle episodes. Love the idea of watching the video and that, but like when I'm watching it, I find it unbearable of him eating the tomatoes. I do like that version where it's the bunny
Oh yeah,
eating the
that's
tomatoes like
yeah,
Denethor,
that's
and
cute.
it's got the song over it and that. Oh, fair dues,
What
fair
about
dues.
you then?
Oh, interesting. Fuck Boromir, or let him fuck me, whatever. Marry, marry Faramir
You have to when I was having a drink.
because he's a man of worth. He is a man of worth. And kill Denethor. I still cannot see Sean Bean's name without thinking of Scene Bean. I've always read it like that. It's like in my head now. I'm 30-year-old. I still read it as Scene Bean.
He's called Mr. Bean.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh fuck.
That's real. Yeah, it's just dawned on me.
Huh.
Mr. and Mrs. Bean. Mr. and Mr. Bean.
You'd still be RB.
I would.
Yeah, you would. You'd still be out. Nothing would change for you. You'd be all right. Rabinka. No, fair enough. But no, Faramir is a man of worth. I would 100% marry him. He'd be good to me. And plus, we get to go and live in Osgiliath, which would be nice. Shall we move on to the third round? More women. Right, this one for me is very difficult, and I'll explain why. But fuck, marry, kill. Arwen, Eowyn, or Galadriel.
Marry Eowyn.
Ooh,
Fuck
interesting.
Galadriel.
What?
And get rid of Arwen. I'm sorry, right? So I'm just going off mainly the films.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So Eowyn, pretty strong woman. She's so innocent in terms of like love and stuff because she like obviously she's led quite a sheltered life in terms of the films. So when she first sees Aragorn, she's just like, oh yeah, he's my man. When he's already for someone else. But just the amount of like doting she does on him, and without him even giving her any sort of anything back, really. I just think she would be a good wife. And apart from I don't want to have any of that stew that she makes.
I was gonna say she's
that tasted like ass.
Renowned as a bad cook.
What
if it didn't taste like ass, and that's why Aragorn didn't like it? It's like, I can only eat things that taste like ass.
Anyway, so that's my logic for that. And Galadriel I'd fuck because she goes like into that crazy like
oh yeah
creature
in place of a Dark Lord you would have a queen,
and I just feel like how cool would that be during sex? It would just add a whole new dimension that I'd be interested to see what it was like.
The fuck is wrong with you?
And then you married me. And then Arwen, well, she's just... I'm just sorry. I'm sick of hearing about women who, like, go to the end for a man, and it's been there, done that.
I think I remember reading once.
The Barbie movie's just come out.
Yeah, I think I remember reading once that Arwen is... I can't remember what it is. She's like a bird in a cage or something, but she's basically... only there is Aragorn's motivation.
Exactly.
She's Aragorn's motivation, and beyond that, she's not super duper duper
exactly.
characterized.
That's what I was going for. Like, I just she is just a man's thing.
That might have been me putting her in a bad matchup there, because we've got Eowyn as a shield maiden of Rohan.
Exactly.
And she breaks out of her expected place as a woman, where she's meant to stay behind at Meadowseld or lead everyone to Helm's into the glittering caves.
That's someone I want to marry.
Yeah, where she was like, nah, fuck that, we're going to Pelennor Fields, bro. And then
you are Eowyn.
Yeah, then you've got Galadriel, who's just like first age onwards. Like she I was thinking about this the other day. Galadriel would have met Morgoth, because she would have lived in Tirion on the Hill of Tuna, while Morgoth was. Sorry, she would have like visited Valmar, I imagine, the city in Valinor, because when Morgoth gets released from prison, he's only allowed within the city for a bit. So at some point, and she was a Noldor elf, and he wanted to corrupt the Noldor, so she would have met him.
And imagine all those years that she's had to gain them different skills, abilities.
Well, you could
She's
say
had a lot of time to practice.
you could say you could say the same for Arwen though. But Tolkien did write.
Nah.
Tolkien did write though that elf having sex with a man could very well kill you. From
I don't
orgasms,
care.
like do you know, like how pigs have like a 30-minute orgasm.
Oh,
It's that.
no, I didn't need to know that
Did you
either.
not know that? Oh
No,
shit!
and I didn't need to know that.
Why do you feel like you're missing out
I
now?
just feel sick.
30 minutes.
I feel sick. That's just too much.
I'd need to verify that. Can you verify that while we're talking?
It's too much.
But right, my answer would be, oh, this is hard. I'd see Galadriel's a hard one, right? Because Galadriel, if it was Galadriel and the Rings of Power, I'd probably for that character, I'd probably say, fuck. But Galadriel in the Lord of the Rings book, I'd marry because she's an elf, and she would be okay with giving me time to myself because she's like, we've got all the time in the world, baby boy. So I'd be fine just being left to myself. Like to an elf, like a few years passes, like in a couple of moments, she'd be like, oh, I wonder where my husband is, and I'm just chilling on the other side of the world. She wouldn't be bothered. Fuck Eowyn, kill Arwen. Eowyn again. It's just the same reason I married you. It's just super strong-willed women. I love strong, independent women. That's my type. So, backhanded compliment to you, I guess.
Thanks.
Did you pull up the pig orgasm?
Yeah. So Scroffa domesticus is I'm imagining that's the Latin word for a pig. It is on average 30 minutes. However, it
God
can
damn.
last as long as 90 minutes.
Fuck me. The pigs edge themselves.
The thing is, it depends to what extreme an orgasm is in a pig. Do you know what I mean? Like, is an orgasm like having a dead leg? Or is an orgasm like a human experiences an orgasm?
I think it's how a human experience an orgasm, considering it's human scientists. It's not pig scientists who publish these studies.
But then how does a pig tell them what it feels like?
Well, they probably spit, don't they? Just blatting. Yeah. How can you tell when a man's had an orgasm? So I imagine it'd be quite similar.
Oh, so here we go. Scientists again, just testing men,
Oh, they might have tested
male pigs.
Well, no, like women's women contract when they have an orgasm, don't they? Like,
oh,
things
right, we're
clench.
going. Right, we're just.
Right,
I think it's going
This is getting a bit
in a
weird.
bad direction.
This is getting a bit weird. Let's go back to our game of fuck, marry, kill. Okay, right. This one might be a little bit difficult because we've got a hidden heartthrob here. We've got men again now. So, Aragorn, Éomer, or Barleyman Butterbur from the Prancing Pony.
Can you answer it first this time? Because I feel like I need to, like.
Yeah, no. If you want to think about it, that's fine. Right, I like the quiet life. I'm a quiet life kind of guy. I'd marry Barleyman Butterbur.
Really?
I would. I'd love to own an inn, especially a medieval fantasy inn. That'd be fantastic.
Prancing Pony sounds like a gay bar as well, doesn't it? Do you not think?
I've never thought of that, no.
You not imagine it on the gay triangle in Newcastle. I could
Well, I
totally.
could now that you've said it. Yeah, there's literally a bar called Switch. So yeah. Probably. Right. So I'd marry Barliman Butterbur. Oh, this is hard. This is difficult because can I just let Éomer and Aragorn tag team me and then kill them both?
Oh.
No, only because I don't want either of them to die. So I'd probably. Sorry, Aragorn, you're gonna have to die, man. Because I don't particularly want to have sex with you. I'd marry you, but I wouldn't want to have sex with
Why?
Aragorn. So I'd have sex with Éomer. I don't know. It just seems like it'd be too serious. Whereas Éomer,
Yeah, like troubled, like an Edward Cullen.
like yeah, like the thing is, I don't want to be the woman holding the sheets up to my breasts as I walk out onto the veranda while he's staring off into the distance of
Because
a grey dawn, and I'm like, "What's wrong, my love? Come back to bed."
yeah,
And he's
true.
like, "I have so many troubles because I'm a king." Whereas Aylmer probably just give us a quick pump and then we go and get a beer. Like, that's my reasoning. And maybe he'd come and buy one of my beers from the Prancing Pony where I live with Barnum and Butterbur.
And you would just glance at each other across the room and give a cheeky wink.
And plus, it's Carl Urban who he's in The Boys, and he's just fantastic in that. So yeah, all right. What about you?
I would marry Eomer.
Oh, okay. How come?
He's just a very manly man.
He is.
I like
yeah,
a manly
yeah,
man.
yeah.
And he's very proud looking and
Oh,
confident.
he's a son of Ale. Of course he is.
And yeah, and he looks clean. He looks
Yeah.
clean. I would fuck Aragorn, but because he's just a one-time thing, really, isn't he? Just to say that you have.
Yeah, I
But-
mean, yeah. The blood of Numenor would be in and out of you in a flash.
And I would pie off Butterbur, whatever he's called.
Barleyman Butterbur. I can't believe you do that.
Just 'cause I mean, he looks as it was a toss-up between them two, and they both look equally as dirty on these photos. And it's making me feel a bit sick, 'cause you know what I'm like with like hygiene.
It's just grime.
Like when we met,
It's just grime. Yeah.
you were like the cleanest person I'd ever like. You smelt like soap all the time,
Are you saying I
and
don't
that
know?
was like nice.
Do I not know?
Well,
Did you wash your ass today?
when you come home and you run upstairs and get in the bath,
I just wanted a bath.
you said you stunk.
I thought I stunk. Did you smell me? I
No,
don't
but
think I
what I'm
did.
saying is, like, that's not giving me much confidence when you run upstairs and you're like, I feel dirty, I stink.
Arguably, that would go for my hygiene habits, though.
And as well, right, I said to you, do you fancy a bath tonight? You went, yes. So it was meant to be a joint activity, bath, whether we sat in the bath together or we went separately. We were going to have a bath at the same sort of time.
Mm-hmm.
You got in the house and you ran straight up and got a bath. That's a waste of a bath for me.
No, it's not. It's still hot. It's in.
It's not.
You can still have a bath.
Been
it's
hours
fine.
ago now.
But that water stays hot.
No.
It's magical water.
Does
Right.
anyone else share the bath water?
They've got to.
Surely.
You've got to.
It'd be a lot of a waste, wouldn't it?
In this economy, I mean, a bath, and I think a bath is a luxury as well. Like a shower is the we shower, but the bath is the luxury. Anyway, I feel like we're revealing quite a lot this episode. Just our life. This is what you get when you get the relaxed things. You know, we take our pants off and we spill the beans. We spill the Sean
The
beans.
Sean beans.
Round 5. For those of you playing along at home, I hope you're either horny or horrified. There's no in between. Or both. Gimli, Thorin, or Balin. I haven't got pictures because I thought you'd know what they looked like.
I do, but I'm gonna get them on my phone. You go first.
Ah, shit. Do you know, I wrote all these for you and I didn't think of the answers myself because I was just, like, too busy doing the matchup. I'm going to say F Gimli, marry Balin, kill Thorin. Because Balin looks like he'd just be a very respectful husband. Gimli would be a very passionate lover. And Thorin is too proud. And all those exposures to those smut fics about him has made me feel a bit giddy. I feel like he's a bit of a slag, so I'm not interested. What about you?
So I would.
I just want to point out, by the way, we're talking about the characters. We're not talking about the actors and actresses.
I would.
Just for anyone listening.
I would marry Balin because
yeah.
I love a silver fox.
Oh, you do. You love.
Poor Len Goodman. I
Yeah,
was
Len
devastated
Goodman.
when he died.
Was he the dad from Gavin and Stacey?
No, that's Larry Lamb.
Oh, thank God.
He's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, Larry Lamb.
Philip Schofield before the
No,
Revelations.
no. I've never fancied Philip Schofield. But Larry Lamb. Oh, everyone. He's on Gavin and Stacey,
Yeah,
so
which is weird.
there you go.
I thought they looked similar. Him and Philip
Gorgeous
Schofield.
Larry Lamb. Andy's son's really dishy, but I'd rather have Larry Lamb. Anyway, moving on. Barlin, love a silver fox.
Yeah, you want a silver
He's
fox and I'm fucking bald. The only thing silver's the fucking moonlight on my scalp.
and I think he looks like a wise man, someone who could tell a good story around
Yeah.
the fire on a cold winter's night, which is what everyone wants in a
100%.
marriage.
Yeah.
And then I would kill Gimli. I just think he's
No.
pathetic in character.
I think I'm going to be sick. Excuse me? Gimli, Lord of the Glittering Caves in the Fourth Age of Middle Earth.
They make him look very weak in the films, though.
No, they make him comic relief, which is not the same thing. The only dwarf who gets to go to Valinor, well, no, he gets to go to Tol Eressëa, the Lonely Island, but he reunited the elves and dwarves after around about 6,000 years, and you're saying he's weak. Fuck you.
He just doesn't float my boat.
Oh my god.
I don't have a thing for like, I have more of a thing for dark hair than ginger hair.
Yeah, alright, I
So,
can get behind that.
So Thorin, I would bang
Yeah, fair dues.
his back doors in. Because he's just the tallest dwarf, dark and handsome. Is that
yeah,
the saying?
yeah, that makes
Tallest
sense, yeah.
dwarf, dark and handsome.
Yeah. Would you let him mist your mountains? Would you let him in your secret door?
Yes. Only if he used his secret tongue.
Oh. Sounds worse coming from you. Oh man. Weird.
Why does it sound worse coming from me? I'm your wife.
I don't know, it just sounds weird.
You're just getting jealous, that's all.
I'm not, but you saying tongue just makes my skin crawl. Stop saying it.
Christopher, tongue.
No.
Tongue.
No. Ooh, right, stop. Round.
Hoop.
I think this is round 6.
Tongue my hoop.
Tongue punch my fart
Isn't
box.
hoop such a
It
funny
is.
word? Isn't it? Like, it's Jordan who
Jordan
calls a bumhole a
yeah,
hoop.
he does, doesn't he? Yeah, one of Becca's friends, like, he's always talking about his dog's hoop. It's fucking horrible. Right, I think we're on round 6. This time it's the wizards. Gandalf, Saruman, Radagast, FMK. I have a feeling I know how this is going to go for you, but let's see.
It's really difficult because my heart's telling me one thing and my head's telling me the other.
My mind's telling me no.
But my body's telling me yeah.
Right, go on. Sorry. I'm sorry for anyone who listened to that. I realised after Friday just how bad of a singer I am. When I thought I was a good singer, but it might have been being in a karaoke room and being that drunk is not a good singing environment. Despite that being what it's for.
Making excuses now.
Well, the thing is, you've always told me I was a good singer.
Yeah, but not when you're pissed.
Oh well, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I was just sat down screaming the words to Tenacious D at one point. But anyway,
this is really difficult. I mean, they're not really good catches, any of them. I would probably marry Gandalf.
whoa, what? I did not see that coming.
I know, because he is, in my mind, he is probably the best out of the 3. I don't feel like Radagast could look after me.
No, he couldn't.
He could give me all of those, like, those pleasures, the simple things in life, but I feel like he's too much of a pushover.
Yeah, and you catch crabs or something.
No, because from being very, like, woodlandy, he looks very clean. I would Gandalf. I
In
would
the Hobbit
marry.
films, he's literally got fucking stuff growing out of his head.
Yeah, but it's like in a nice way, isn't it? It's like as in like a fairy way.
Right,
It's not as in like a dirty, I haven't washed way.
definitely is. Right, you'd marry
Um,
Gandalf.
Marry Gandalf because he's just got better future prospects, hasn't he? Really.
Well, he's the only one who completes his mission in Middle Earth. So
So
yeah.
I admire that. You know, he's a hard worker. Is
Mm.
Gandalf.
Oh, he
So
definitely is. Yeah.
marry him. I would. Oh, this is tough. I would fuck Radagast
Yeah.
because at least when I woke up, like it would be on a bed of live
Mm.
deer. You know, like it wouldn't be pelts I would be lying on because he doesn't believe in that. We would be on a bed of beautiful deers. And the bed would just run off or something. Like,
Are
do you
you
know what I mean?
te-
It's like
yeah.
so,
You're telling me you want to be involved in a woodland fuck pile?
yeah. I think it sounds lovely, like the moss, or like you would clean with moss.
Yeah, you would clean with
He would
moss.
have a
Yeah.
waterfall shower, wouldn't he?
Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
he lived in this, like, day and age.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And he was real. Waterfall shower, moss to like his carpet would be moss.
Well,
Lovely.
Radagast never went back to Valinor, so he might still be wandering around now. Like he might be in like the Amazon rainforest or something.
Yeah, that I would fuck him. And Saruman, no thanks. I'm not keen on the aesthetic of Saruman.
Yeah.
Straight hair is not in anymore. He looks kind of like remember when everyone went through the emo phase and like lads would have jet black straightened hair.
Yes.
So like the girls and the boys look the same.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, I'm just, no, thank you. And he's so rudgy. Just chill out.
Yeah, he is. Like, he is. He is a proper Raji. Fair dues. All right, good answers. This is difficult for me, but marry Radagast. I spend my days just wandering around forests and stuff like that, just living by streams. It'd be absolutely fantastic. I'd love it. Not care in the world because you'd be like, you don't need to work. You can just live off the land like me. And then it gets difficult. Fuck Gandalf, kill Saruman. And just because Saruman is just, I'm not about that bad juju. Not about it. He's too proud. He'd probably be like, Chris the fucker. Chris the fool.
He's the type of old man that reads the newspaper and gets annoyed
Yeah.
and just like spouts off.
Yeah, this won't mean anything to you, but looking at that picture of Saruman, he's the absolute spit and dab of a Street Fighter character called JP. And I've just every time I've looked at JP, I thought that's weirdly annoying, and I've just realised it's because he's fucking Saruman. He's even got a staff and uses magic powers actually, which is weird. Whoa, right. He's a good one.
You joking.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Ugh.
Villains. First up, we've got Grima Wormtongue, who I found out today his dad was called Galmod. I didn't know that. Then the Witch King of Angmar, or the Mouth of Sauron. Fuck, marry, kill.
I would marry the mouth
Oh,
because like he's good banter. He's quite a funny bloke, isn't he?
He does have, yeah, he's very witty, actually. I never thought of that.
So I can see his charm and charisma.
Yeah.
And it's not all about looks.
That's fair. Do you know what,
I know most of them have been about looks, mine, but
that is a much more nuanced argument than I was expecting, and I fully understand why you're saying that.
yeah, personality over looks for this one. So marry him. I would fuck the Witch King because
Really?
I'd be interested to see what comes out that black hole. You know, like his mouth area. What comes out there?
I'm glad you mentioned just his mouth. I need a new robe, Lord Sauron. I've Monica Lewinsky'd it.
Yeah, I think he looks like a good time. Bit spiky, but we can deal with that.
Yeah, it would be a
He's
bit,
got
it'd
like
be pretty
the
kinky.
top bit of his helmet you could hold on to.
Like looking at those gauntlets, you know you're gonna get spanked, don't you?
You
Like,
just know that he's gonna have a red room.
yeah.
He's gonna have like one of those swings,
Mm,
paddles, the whole shebang. He'll have
yeah.
been at Ann Summers, and he'll have walked in and said, "I'll have one of everything, please."
Mm.
Anyway,
You do not come between a Nazgul and his prey.
and then obviously you'd have to get rid of that worm tongue or whatever he's called, because worm tongues in anything I've ever heard or watched or read where worm tongue is the name of the character, they're just a despicable person. They're awful. And like, he's got a sickly complexion, he looks greasy and dirty, like we're getting back to the emos.
Does it change anything if I told you he's called Wormtongue because of how long his tongue is and how he can
No,
use it?
that just makes me feel sick. Because you'd have to, like, in Jersey Shore where they're all joking saying you'd have to put a bag on your head as well as her head,
yeah,
just in case her bag fell off. It would be the case of that. I'll be like, right, I'll fuck you, but let me put my bag on and your bag on too.
God, we have been all over the place today. Gavin, we started off with Gavin and Stacey, and we're on to fucking Jersey Shore references. Fair dues,
It's
fair dues.
T-shirt time.
GTL. Right. Okay, I'm glad I put this round in. I was not expecting that level of stuff. I'm gonna follow you in the exact same order, right? Purely because the Mouth of Sauron still gives me to this day an amazing line for work. Is there any amongst this rabble who has the authority to treat with me? I use that, and I will continue to use that for the rest of my life. So, and plus, yeah, you're right. So, like, he's a black Numenorian. So he learnt magic. Like, you know, he's human. So he'll have loads of fucking cool stories. Witch King of Angmar, yeah, why not? I'd never fucked a ghost before. So let's see what happens.
Well, you don't know you haven't fucked a ghost before.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Because
I
you couldn't see them.
I haven't pissed the bed, Becker. It was a spooky ghost, like on South Park when Randy's covered in jizz and he's like, it was a spooky ghost. It's ectoplasm. And yeah, Grima. Sorry, Brad Dourif. You've got to die. Grima Wormtongue's getting got. Only 'cause he's bitch made. You know what I'm like? Like, if you live with no honour, I'm not about that. Oh, right, we've got a couple more to go. Hobbits.
Oh, hobbitses.
Oh, Hobbits. Sam, Bilbo, and Frodo. For sake of argument, Bilbo from the Hobbit films. Bilbo as the character is during the Hobbit. When he's at peak Hobbit. Also, shout out to one of our Instagram followers called Frida, who's madly in love with Frodo Baggins.
Yeah.
I feel like I already know the answer
Love
to
her
hers.
illustrations.
Yeah, I love watching
They're
her
really
story.
pretty.
She's fucking class, but like I think she'd marry Frodo because I think she already thinks she has. So fair dues. Live your best life.
I would. I'm sorry, I'm really gonna offend her right now.
I think she's Spanish actually, so I don't know. Well, of course she can fucking speak English. She fucking likes my posts. She can obviously read. Duh. Sorry, Frida. Anyway.
You are so fucking rude. Right. So I would marry Sam.
Yeah.
Because I could just imagine I'm twizzling my hair.
You are. You're playing with your hair like you're talking to him.
I could just imagine the fun we would have. We would have lots of sex. Because he's clearly very good at it. They have a lot of children.
13 children.
I wouldn't be into having the 13 children, like, but and he's just such a loyal. He is a Labrador Retriever.
He's the best.
And
the best.
I just feel like just a heart of gold.
Absolutely, yeah. Heart of fucking gold.
And
yeah.
even if he ruined his life to
Yeah.
make your life better, he would.
Yeah, he's
So
yeah, completely agree there.
I would then fuck Bilbo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
damn. Okay.
And I would make him put his ring on.
No,
Yeah. And I wouldn't wear his ring though.
I was gonna say, is that how you'd propose to him? Would you hold the ring in your arse cheeks and be like, put the ring on?
um. Yeah, I would fuck Bilbo, and I would have to stab Frodo,
Oh right,
slit his throat.
right. Okay, we've not even discussed this for anybody else, but
I can't get away with him. I'm really sorry, Frida. I really am. I just can't get away with Frodo and his character. I just can't. I
fair,
can't do it.
fair dues, fair dues. I think the movies perhaps don't put into him as much as the books do, but I understand your reason. I would be exactly the same. And it only because I want to marry Sam so much. Like if I was in that position, obviously as a straight man, I've spent an awful lot of time tonight talking about men I'd fuck. But I'd marry Sam, 100%. He's the mayor of the Shire, and he spends a whole year traveling up and down the Shire, like fixing it, like fixing the gardens and fixing the trees and stuff like that. What an absolute man! Like that'd be fantastic. Yeah. I'd F Bilbo just so he could shout I'm going on an adventure as I slid in.
I'd love to pull his hair.
You dirty cow.
Well, he's got really shaggy hair in that film, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And I just love hair. Remember when you had really thick, lovely hair,
No.
and I used to grab. Oh,
I never. I can't remember that. I can't remember a time in my
it was so
life.
long ago, but it was lovely. I used to love your hair.
No, I can't remember that.
Now I just have to like get the lubricant out and like slap it on your head. This is all obviously jokes, everyone.
Yeah. I do wonder if
I
this
don't
might.
polish Christopher's head.
I do wonder if this might be the first episode that has to get pulled for content. It's been pretty fucking graphic. I'm just thinking.
Raunchy.
Yeah, it's pretty raunchy. Like I can't think of any other podcast I've listened to that's done something like this. Well, if we fall foul of
We're sorry,
if we fall foul of
but not sorry.
the algorithm, then the aliens will be here soon enough, so it doesn't really matter. And then just fucking Frodo's gonna have to die. Not for any particular reason. I don't hold any malice towards Frodo. He is a hero in his own right, but he's just stacked up against two absolute dons. So, sorry.
See you later.
Yeah, right. The penultimate. Oh no. Yeah, the penultimate. The Valar. 3 Valar in particular. Aule,
Yeah.
Manwe, or
Yeah.
Ulmo.
Ooh.
FMK.
Oh. Right.
The king of the earth.
So.
The lord of the earth, the lord of the skies, or the lord of the waters.
I am gonna say marry Aule.
Alright. Nonetheless, they will have need of wood.
Because I feel like he's probably quite close to you, because I am like, if that's the type of thing that we would do, is I would make something and you'd be like, oh well, we've got to have some wood still.
That chapter, where the conversation between Aule and Yavanna, I've said at the time I could not imagine a more realistic conversation between husband and wife.
Yeah.
As
I also feel like he's quite obviously he's very creative.
Yeah.
And innovative.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I just really like that sort of. I like a man with big hands.
Mm.
And I feel like he would have big hands to do all that manliness.
All right.
Your
chest is a little flushed. You all right?
Well, then we move on to the fuck option.
Yeah.
Who do you think?
I think you'd fuck Ulmo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love a bit of Wet and Wild. He definitely. I mean, it just makes me think of the. I don't think it's tantric. No, it mustn't be. You know, like the old Japanese prints, where it was like squid with a human.
Hentai.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
It is now. Nowadays it's hentai. But I know that art that you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
like
art,
it's
yeah.
it's in museums, but they have a little cloth over and it says like
Yeah, yeah,
viewer
yeah, yeah. No,
discretion.
I've seen it, yeah, I've seen them.
I just think,
Seen
obviously,
lots of
like
hentai.
hundreds of years ago, they were, putting these things
Mm.
down on paper. I just think, I mean, let's just say that intimate things. I'm trying to be very PC now.
It's fucking late for that.
Intimate times. They're better when they're wet, 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 aren't they?
Yeah, true.
So,
Except water's not a very good lube. So, what do we do there?
mm,
I don't
but
know. Slap,
surely he'd be quite slimy, wouldn't he? I'm
slap your
thinking of
titties with a wave.
Davy Jones.
Oh, yeah.
He is
Oh.
fit.
Alright, we've discovered something about my wife there. And also I've discovered my Halloween costume.
So yeah,
I did kill Manway.
yeah.
God damn.
But would that mean that I wouldn't exist then?
No. No, that wouldn't mean that at all. But you are killing the High King of the world. The High King of Arda. The one who governs in Iluvatar's stead.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's my decision.
Fair dues. Right, I'd ride Owler. Yeah, just, and then I just want to get it over with so I could watch him like craft some shit. So I just love watching people work. And he's a craftsman, so he wants to be at the best in everything. So I might get the ride of my life. I'd marry Ulmo just because I love the ocean, I love the water, and apparently he sits in the deeps where nobody has ever been, in the waters, in the deep waters where nobody ever been, and makes his music. So I'd like as a special request to my husband for him to take me down there, like so I could breathe in that, and take me to the deepest point of the ocean, and let me hear the music. That apparently, like his music, it like echoes out from the all over the deepest parts of the ocean, echoes through all the streams and that. So I'd love to be at the source of that music.
You're trying to make it sound really beautiful and romantic, but the vibes I'm getting here is like the older guy
Yeah.
and the teenage girl, like, and he still lives in his mum's house. And Americans, it will probably be he lives in his mum's basement.
Are you saying that Ulmo's gonna come and pick me up in his Renault Clio?
Yeah. And like play his cool music because he's so cool.
It's Ulmo, Lord of Waters. He's not a fucking 21-year-old pedo picking up 14-year-olds.
Well, you're making him sound like that though.
I'm saying
I want him to take me into his secret bedroom and let me listen to his music.
Yeah, because he's a yeah, it'd be like, I was gonna say getting the chance to fuck Michael Jackson, but that's probably would have been easier than I thought when I was younger. But he's like Ulmo as a musician. Like he's one of the three main creators of the world we live in, and plus I love the ocean, so why wouldn't I want to marry him? And unfortunately, Manway, Bud, got what happened. And plus, let somebody else have a turn at the top of Taniquetle. Do you know what I'd do actually? Oh my god. I'd get Owley to fuck me on top of Taniquetle, and then I'd jump off into the waters knowing that Ulmo would catch me. Base jumping off the highest mountain in the world into the water,
That would knack.
No, because he'd like slowly catch me.
That would still knack. He would have to raise the waters up really high for it to be a gentle.
No, it'd be like Moana. Do you know where the water like just gently catches you? It'd be like that.
Christopher, you are so not a delicate person. You would belly flop slap the ass out of that water. You do not do anything delicately.
No, so right. So we know Mount Everest is 30,000 feet tall. Llangorren was 35,000 feet, and Taniquetle was taller than that. So let's say 40,000 feet up in the sky. Yeah, I'd cannonball. I don't know how tall Taniquetle is.
You would turn into atoms.
I would. What a way to die,
though. You would disassemble.
I would. Actually, when I was dead little, that I told you this, that I cannonballed into the bath at home and they thought I'd broke my coccyx. I was
Yeah.
that fucking stupid. I was about fucking 6 year old. And I'd heard about, like, we'd been swimming with school. And so I came home, cannonballed into the bath, and fucking smashed my ass.
And you're still exactly the same now.
Yeah, still do it. Right, right, we're coming to an end. We've got one more round. The heroes, the classic, the one that started this all. I'd like to hear your opinion. Aragorn, Gimli, Legolas. Fuck, marry, kill. No, we've already had 2 out of 3 of these already, but now they're up against each other.
Marry Legolas. Fuck Aragon. Kill Gimli.
Gimli dies a second time.
Yeah, sorry.
God damn.
Legolas is just beautiful, and I just think he's not appreciated as much as he should be.
Legolas?
Yeah.
You are wrong. I was.
He's got mad skills.
I was. So I'd put that one of the pictures I'd put up on our Instagram was fuck, marry, kill, and it was these 3. And there was someone who commented. There was this woman called like Middle Earth Maven or something like that, and she said like, "Oh, I wouldn't want. I'd have to kill Aragorn." And I'd said like I'd made a joke, and I'd said like, if I can't have you, then Arwen can't. She was like, I didn't mean it like that. But that was fun because quite a few people got like involved in that discussion, so it must be on people's minds. But I would marry Gimli, fuck Aragorn, kill Legolas. Just no real reason for killing him, but well, I don't know. It's just elves have this like the dickheads by default. In my like most elves are pretty dickish by default. Like Legolas is the least effective member of the Fellowship, and Tolkien himself says that this is an Unfinished Tales. Like I think it's Unfinished Tales, but anyway, he says that like elves can't really do much. Like and especially I'm influenced by reading about the Sons of Feanor recently. They are just some turbo wankers, and I'm just a bit sour on all elves at the moment.
Sauron.
I'm a bit. Ooh, I didn't realise. I'm a bit sour on all elves.
I thought it was intentional.
Oh, was it? Fuck, I'm not that clever. But yeah, no, yeah, marry Gimli, ride Aragorn, kill Legolas, preferably in a nice way. But Aragorn would be serious. It'd be somber.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be an occasion.
You would light candles.
I was gonna say candles. Yeah. There's a surprising amount of Lord of the Rings fan pages and stuff who sell candles, which is I don't know.
It's quite a medieval sort of
Yeah.
addition to a house, isn't it? Is a candle.
There's a woman I follow, and I can never remember her name. It's like I always think it's Excalibur, but it's not. But she does videos like every day about Tolkien, and she's doing a giveaway at the moment where you got to tag 2 friends. I don't have 2 friends to tag. Like I don't want to tag people I communicate with all the time on Instagram because it just seems like I'm being a bit fucking desperate. But there's like a big giveaway where she's doing where it's like candles, key rings, book copies of the books like illustrated, and it's a really good giveaway. And I think you know if you follow her on Instagram, you know what I'm talking about, so you should go and check it out. But she's doing the giveaway because she's got 20,000 followers on Instagram.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, which is nice. Like I've never come across one of these things organically because I followed her long before that.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Oh, I'm getting close at 20k." And then she was like, "I'll do a giveaway at 20k." And then I've always thought giveaways were like bullshit until I met you. But then kind of like you won stuff on the radio and that. But I always assumed every social media giveaway was just a complete fucking scam.
Yeah.
But then seeing, I'm like, oh my god, no, she's actually doing it. I was like, oh, that's really cool, like, which is nice. But yeah, anyway, moral of the story is I don't have 2 friends to tag on Instagram, which is a shame. Yeah, I know. Poor Chris, yeah. Poor us. Yeah. No, we're doing alright on Instagram, you know.
Lord of the Rings friend.
Yeah, we've just got to like 300 followers. I posted my first reel the other day, which I showed you. which was nice. Of just me doing little bite-sized facts about Tolkien, which is pretty cool. So I hope to continue doing them. But yeah, we're pretty much done for this episode. This is just it's just been a relaxed one, a bit of a relaxed one. Last week was really research heavy. Been hungover. Life's happened.
Let us know if it's been like really shit. 'Cause
Yeah.
people might just like our usual.
Yeah, the thing is, we get all kinds. There's people who love the drunk talk episodes. There's people who love the lore episodes. Like it takes all kinds. Like
I'll be drunk this weekend, so
yeah, but you won't be recording.
that's what you think, bitch.
Yeah, right. So we're gonna wrap it up here. Let us know what you think of the episode. Let us know if you have any suggestions. Let us know who you'd fuck, marry, kill from the Legendarium, and who, if we were to do this again, who some of the pairings should be. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to say a goodbye from me, Chris.
And goodbye from Rebecca.
All right, enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye.